Good morning. So it is 9:25 here in Joplin, Missouri. We're about 5 minutes away from Joplin in the Whip City area. I wanted to touch base today, mostly wanting to go over things that I have noticed. When you open a business and you're filing it as just a under your name. Certain types of businesses have to be listed with the state for insurance purposes, for um, legal purposes, even tax return purposes. So, um, for example, if you are opening up a tax preparer office, then you would have to be registered with the state and the federal, which is the IRS. So, knowing which type of business you're opening and then going into that, okay, does this need to be listed under the federal and does this need to be listed under state? Most of the time, the answer will be listed under state and federal just to save your basis. So, again, um, I'm going to show my screen. So, let me share that. Okay, so again, if you just go to Google and you type in, I normally just type business entity search for Missouri. You can change that to Kansas and it will still pull up as well. So, business entities for Kansas. Their screens look a little different, but most of the time you can find the same information where you're needing. So once you go in here, you want the sos.mo.gov. Again, in a previous video I walked through the steps. I'm not going to walk through the steps today. So if you go searching for a business, you can search by name, you can search by registered agent, you can search by pretty much all of it. If you are going to type in, let's say, we'll use Glass Pro again. Um, so as you see, there is a bunch of fictitious name. Most of them are expired. There's one that's active from 2014. If you keep on going down, you got one here for an LLC. So this, if we was gonna open up a Glass Pro LLC, we would not be able to because this is active and being used. So we cannot have a same name Glass Pro LLC under the state of Missouri. Now, if you lived in Kansas, you would be able to open up a Glass Pro LLC in the state of Kansas. Um, so going back to the business side, when you decide to open up a business, the first thing you want to do before you open that business is search to see if there is a business under that name. Register it with the state. It's just best practices to always register your business under the state and under federal. And then you could have a EIN to file on. Um, Now, LLC compared to S corps. So LLCs are um, less hassle. You file it with your tax return, your personal tax return every year. So no matter what you do, it's always going to be on your tax return. Now, What I did is I opened up an LLC. Sorry, I'm tired. So I opened up a LLC first, and then once my business grew to a certain spot, I switched it to an S corp. So with an LLC, it's very limited on what it protects you, but it doesn't protect the things you own. So anything that the business don't own or and that you own, since it's filed on its personal tax return, they can come at you for. So, for example, you have a 2019 um, Ford Mustang, brand new. You just got it, paid it off all the way. They can come at you and take that Mustang, no matter if it's used for the business or just personal. So, it limits what it protects you on. So S corp going over, you do have to file it on its own tax return. Um, but the advantage of that is that you don't whatever the business owns, that's what they can come at you if you got sued. Um, so there's a few different things. Yeah, you're paying more. LLC, you can't pay yourself as an employee for a W 2 or a contractor. So you can't have that W 2. Now, as an S Corp, you can pay yourself as either one because the business is paying you and you're not paying, if as the LLC, you're paying yourself. So you can't do that. Now, I will say, make sure that you do realize before you put yourself on W 2 that there is a lot of tax involved. So I set myself up for a W 2 originally back in June, and it was a lot of taxes being taken out from the employer side and from my personal side. So just make sure you're in a good spot you re- before you do it. Really sit down with someone that knows a little more about the business, opening up a business, filing a return. Really talk to someone. Lay out steps. I'm gonna work on creating a step by step um, business creating page. That way, you can download it from our website. Um, I'll post it in the channel once I got it created. Um, but really take a moment. Don't rush into it. All good things take time. My dad always used to tell me that you know things don't happen overnight. It takes at least 5 years to grow a business to be successful. In that 5 years, you will know if that business is going to thrive or if that business is slowly dwindling down. Um, Keep up the great work on opening small businesses. I will say that since 2019, late 2019 and to now, we've had a lot of businesses, small businesses, open up in the last few years. So it's really great to see those businesses just grow. Um, there's one that I I would not have thought would grew, but they are very determined and very outgoing. They have been became close friends. So reach out to people that you may know. Don't be scared to ask someone, "Hey, what does it take to open up a business?" Or, "Hey, how did you get your name registered under the state?" Or there's people that know. And so please reach out to us if you have any questions. Again, I'm going to post this link in my description. That way you have it. Please let us know if you have any questions at all. I know it's kind of early, but I've seen in the last, I don't know, week or two that there's a lot of new businesses opening up that don't have it registered with the state. If you are in the state of Missouri, you have to be registered with the state of Missouri. So if you have a full location, you have to be registered with the state that business is at. If you live in your house and you do business through your house, it's wherever that house is that you have to be registered at. So you could go to Missouri, but you could have a house in Kansas that you're registered under, but you could still do business in Missouri. Some states do not allow it. So make sure that the states that do not allow you to go from one state to another to do operate business. Sometimes they want you to have the state license as well, no matter if you're doing business there just one time. So make sure that you realize which states are which, because it's very beneficial and it comes in handy whenever you know you're operating that business and watching it grow too. And so again, if you have any question, let us know. This is Weston with Weston's Tax and Bookkeeping out in Whip City, Missouri. Thank you and have a great day.